Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P00FE-9C refers to an evaporative emission, EVAP, vent line blockage specifically for the Honda CR-V 2023 and newer models. When this code is triggered, it indicates that the Powertrain Control Module, PCM, has detected an issue with the airflow in the EVAP system, a critical component designed to trap fuel vapors from the fuel tank and prevent their release into the atmosphere. This system consists of several integral parts, such as the fuel tank, EVAP canister, and the EVAP leak check module. If there is a blockage in any part of this system, the PCM considers the volume of the EVAP system to be below the required specification, prompting this DTC to be stored in the vehicle's memory. Understanding this code entails knowing the functionality and interconnections of these components, as any obstruction can lead to performance issues or increased emissions, thus violating environmental regulations. DTC P00FE-9C indicates a blockage in the evaporative emission EVAP system, specifically relating to the vent line. The affected components include the fuel tank system, the EVAP canister, and the EVAP leak check module. The PCM, or Powertrain Control Module, monitors the pressure within the EVAP system. When the space volume is below a specified value, while using the EVAP leak check module, the PCM determines this as an error, storing the DTC. The fuel tank is where fuel is stored, while the EVAP canister absorbs the fuel vapors, and the EVAP leak check module is responsible for testing the system for leaks. The components are generally located under the vehicle, around the fuel tank area, making them accessible for inspection and repair. Several factors could lead to the activation of DTC P00FE-9C. First, a blockage in the fuel tank system is a primary cause. A blockage here reduces the airflow required for proper EVAP function. Next, the EVAP canister may also be blocked, preventing it from effectively capturing fuel vapors. Another possible culprit is the ELCM, or Evaporative Leak Control Module system, which could experience issues leading to improper functioning or blockages. Identifying the exact cause is critical for resolution. These systems work together to ensure that harmful fuel vapors do not escape into the atmosphere, thus maintaining environmental compliance and vehicle performance. When DTC P00FE-9C is triggered, several symptoms may become evident. The most immediate and noticeable symptom is the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard. This warning serves as an alert for the driver to investigate further. Another outcome of a blockage in the EVAP system could be increased emissions, which is not only harmful to the environment, but can also affect compliance with emissions regulations. Drivers may also experience poor fuel economy, as a blocked system may lead to inefficient fuel vapor management. These symptoms indicate underlying problems that must not be ignored, as they could lead to more severe vehicle issues if left unaddressed. In the first troubleshooting step, you'll need to reduce the fuel level in the tank to 3/4 full or less. This is crucial because the engagement of certain systems is more effective at reduced fuel levels. Next, turn the vehicle's ignition to the on position without starting the engine. This action activates the necessary systems for diagnostic purposes. After that, you will select the EVAP leak check module test using the HDS, or Honda Diagnostic system. The HDS will assess if the test result returns normal or indicates a failure. If the test does not return an OK result, it signifies that the failure is duplicated and further investigation is warranted. A valid test is key in confirming whether another inspection is needed for the primary components of the EVAP system. The second troubleshooting step focuses on inspecting the fuel tank system for any sign of blockage. Start by gaining access to the fuel tank area under the vehicle. You should then visually inspect for any physical obstructions or damage that could hinder its operation. Using a vacuum pump can help determine if the system is functioning correctly. Connect the pump to the fuel vent tube and assess if the pressure is being maintained. If the normal condition is to not have pressure held and the results indicate otherwise, then you have identified a problem within the fuel tank system. This step is critical as it verifies the operational integrity of one of the primary components in the EVAP system. In this step, the focus will shift to the EVAP canister inspection. Begin by disconnecting the fuel vent tube and drain tube from the EVAP canister to gain access. It is crucial to ensure that there are no blockages preventing normal flow, as this can severely impact the overall emission system. Just like with the previous step, connect a vacuum pump to the necessary ports and apply pressure. Monitoring the results will determine if normal conditions are not held, indicating an abnormality. Should there be a pressure drop, it signifies there is an issue with the EVAP canister, which needs addressing to ensure the system operates as intended. Identifying blockages in this component is essential for effective emissions management. The next step involves a thorough investigation of the ELCM, or Evaporative Leak Control Module system. It is important to check for any physical damage, blockages, or restrictions within this system, as they can lead to incompetencies in the EVAP setup. Closely examine connections and tubes leading to and from the ELCM components for signs of wear or damage. This inspection should focus on ensuring there is no obstruction preventing the passage of vapors. If it is found that there is no blockage, restriction, or visible damage, it confirms that the ELCM operates normally. Conversely, if any issues are discovered during this inspection, then corrective measures should be taken to restore functionality, ultimately improving the emission control system's effectiveness. The final troubleshooting step focuses on the EVAP leak check module. If all previous checks yielded normal conditions, but the DTC P00FE-9C remains, it is likely that the leak check module is at fault. This module is crucial for assessing leaks in the system. A failure here could lead to the erroneous storage of this DTC. Begin by inspecting the module itself for any signs of damage or disconnection. If identified as the source of the problem, replacing or repairing the module will be necessary to restore proper functionality. This component ensures that any leaks are detected and accounted for, thereby maintaining the integrity of the EVAP system and preventing excessive emissions, as required by automotive regulations. After addressing all identified issues related to DTC P00FE-9C, it is critical to conduct a final repair verification. Start with a road test to observe if the problem persists and ensure that all systems function smoothly. Following the test, clear the DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. This step resets the system, enabling a fresh start for the monitoring diagnostic operation. Once cleared, it's essential to monitor system performance over subsequent driving sessions. If the DTC remains absent, you can be more confident that the repairs have been successful, ensuring that the vehicle is back to optimal operation without any issue related to the EVAP system. This thorough verification process provides the assurance that all emission-related components are now functioning as designed. Preventive maintenance is essential for ensuring the longevity and performance of the EVAP system in your Honda CR-V. Regular inspections should be conducted to identify any potential issues before they escalate into serious problems. Specifically, you should monitor the fuel tank levels and ensure they do not exceed recommended limits, as this can affect the performance of the EVAP system. Alongside this, check hoses and connections for any signs of wear or damage. Timely replacements of aging components can prevent blockages from occurring. Maintaining cleanliness and functionality in the EVAP system not only promotes enhanced performance, but also helps comply with environmental regulations, minimizing harmful emissions into the atmosphere. In conclusion, DTC P00FE requires careful attention to ensure the proper function of the EVAP system, which is vital for controlling emissions. Addressing any blockages promptly can prevent long-term issues and potential failures within the system. Using quality replacement parts during repairs is equally important, as substandard components can lead to recurring problems. Adhering to prescribed maintenance schedules will also play a significant role in preventing similar DTCs from arising in the future. By following the detailed troubleshooting steps provided, you can restore and maintain the performance of your vehicle, ensuring compliance with emission standards and promoting environmental responsibility. Taking a proactive approach will save both time and money in the long run. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.